you're buying any cards from TCG Player, please use the link in the description to help support my content. This video is sponsored by Pokemon Store, TCG Player, PokemonCard.io, and Card Market. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video here at Tailman. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're going to be playing with Suicune Ludicolo. It's been a while since I've played with this deck. It features Suicune, of course. A really good V Pokemon that can compete with VMAXs thanks to its attack. Its ability Fleet Foot allows you to draw a card if this Pokemon is inactive, so never a bad thing to have extra draw power. And then we have the Blizzard Rondo attack doing 20 damage plus 20 more damage for each benched Pokemon. Maxing out at 220 damage with both benches full, we do pair Suicune with this Dancing Ludicolo with the Enthusiastic Dance ability, where when you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may use this ability, and during this turn your basic Pokemon's attacks do 100 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. So that is how you can get to 320 damage, hopefully rounding out enough damage to 1KO any VMAX if your opponent did fill up their bench, which they will actively try not to, but there are a lot of decks that just have to do it, such as Mew, such as Single Strike, which are the other two top decks in the format, so do like Suicune quite a bit. And of course we have our Inteleon lineup for support, or 4-4-3-1 Inteleon, so we have access to extra quick shootings to make sure that we get those extra damage counters and our opponent's Pokemon can never escape from the KO that way. And we have Shady Dealings, of course, allowing us to get any trainer we want from our deck once we evolve. Now, with the trainers, we can search for any Pokemon we need with Quick Ball, Level Ball, or Incense. We can also search for the rare candies to evolve into Ludicolo or even Inteleon sometimes. And we can search for energy thanks to the buckets. Supporters-wise, we rely on Melanie to power up a little bit faster by attaching a 100 card from a discard ball to one of your Pokemon V. And if you do, you draw 3 cards. Then we have Right Hand as well to attach that extra energy, but also find us any card we need. And we have a few copies of Marnie and Research to help us out, along with Boss's Orders to target the right Pokemon. 2k buff toughness to give Suicune a bonus 50 HP, scoop up nets to recycle all of our abilities and also recycle Ludicolo, along with the escape rope to potentially get that last prize card in an easier way than attacking an active VMAX or something. For capture energy, help round out the consistency of the deck. So even though we are very low on the supporters, we are very heavy on the consistency that's not reliant on supporters but is on the abilities. So hopefully that can pull us through some games. Let's jump into the ladder and see what we can do. Alrighty, so we do win the coin flip, always a good thing, especially if you get a Suicune plus an attachment. That's always a big deal, and that's exactly what we get. And the attachment being the capture is even better, and the double quick ball just makes this hand so beautiful to see. And I have zero complaints right here. We do see a Mareep, so we could be up against a lightning type deck, which could be problematic. I'm starting with the Fleet Foot because if I play the capture energy first or the quick balls, then I'm thinning the deck, and that means there's less of a chance of finding my basic Pokemon. I actually really want to find basic Pokemon. Now, I also priced 2 Suicune, so it's very peculiar, right, that I actually started with both Suicunes right here. And I'm going to establish the Lotad to potentially threaten for next turn. I'm not going to establish another Sobble just yet, even though I could have used that Quick Ball. There's no need, and I want to see what I top deck before I choose what to discard. All of these cards are rough on the discarding side. What's going to be rougher, though, is if I don't unlock the Suicune early enough. That's gonna be really bad. So we do see Research, Marnie, and Bearkeeper, so it's not the Rayquaza list that you would usually expect, I would say, or not the latest one that we have been seeing being played with the Adventurous Discovery and whatnot. We do see Rose, so a wide variety of supporters. We do see the bench almost full now, which is obviously good news. For Suicune to do a lot of damage right here. And as long as I unlock one of the Suicunes, I should be fine. That way I can use 3 Suicunes in the game, and that's all I need. Very strong start for my opponent, that's for sure. Very strong start. I wish I could target down the Rayquaza with my boss, but it's not looking very likely at this point. Definitely not going to happen. Losing this Inteleon is also not ideal. So a lot of not ideal discards, but it is what it is. Nothing I can do about it if I don't research. I am not winning this game for sure. So I might as well just get on with it. So we'll go ahead and do this. I'll go ahead and fleet-footed. Should be using fleet-footed first. Okay, so I do have a bunch of drizzles. I have an extra Sobble. I don't expect to be Martied next turn. I do have access to the Ludicolo to potentially get a KO. So I do think I will need quick shooting, so I will evolve, even though I technically don't need anything in particular. And I'm actually gonna grab the Melanie because I could grab Raihan too, but I think this is fine. I'm grabbing Melanie because I'm assuming the worst and that the Suicune will get KO'd, right? So if the Suicune gets KO'd, that's pretty much going to require double double Fluffy plus attachment or Rose. If my opponent uses Rose, then I get to keep the Melanie. If my opponent uses Marnie, then the chances of me getting KO'd are slightly lower. Not necessarily super low, but slightly lower, I would say. There's the first Fluffy though. So maybe I spoke too soon. I did free up a Suicune now, so at the very least I will be able to use 3 attackers. My opponent does go for the research. Did commit the energy to the Ray instead of the Vikavolt. I guess there's not that big of a difference at this point. So they do have a full bench and they did just research, so I do have return KO on this Rayquaza VMAX guaranteed. Which is really good. And I could potentially do it once more with, as long as I scoop up net the Ludicolo, I could KO back-to-back Rayquazas. So I'm pretty happy about that. Definitely pretty happy about that. Did lose a few switches, not that that matters because they have the air balloon and there's nothing I can do about that. So they will get the KO, which is completely fine. I'm always happy to trade. I traded 2 for 2, right? So at the very least, I'm on even footing, and I'm about to trade 2 for 3. So that works out very nicely. No complaints right here. Unless my price are 3 rare candies and 1 Suicune, they could be. I know one of them is Suicune, but I'm fairly sure I didn't price 3 of my dudes. Alright, so I'll attach. I don't bench the Sobble, I will bench the Suicune. So I'm gonna go ahead and Melanie onto the active, see what I get, and then decide what I need to get off of the Drizzle, which is obviously the rare candy. And there we go. There we go. And I even found the scoop up nets. So should be good. No rare candies are prized. So we'll go ahead and rare candy onto Ludicolo. And I would like to do a bonus 100 damage this turn, thank you very much. I will go ahead and evolve here. I will also go ahead and do this. And rebench the Lotad, and then do the quick shooting over here. I don't need the quick shooting damage to 1-kill Vikavolt next turn. I have the Raihan, have access to these guys. If my opponent item locks me, they are not killing the Suicune, so this should be game over, pretty much. Unless I get Marnied and I get completely wrecked by the Marnie, I should be fine. And I have level balls, instances left in the deck, a bunch of them, and I also have a Melanie left too. So I'm fairly certain we have this 1-1. I just need to do the Ludicolo play, which I can do thanks to my beautiful Drizzle. And the previous damage that I dealt with quick shooting could come into play as well, in case my opponent somehow removed Pokemon from the bench, or I couldn't fill up my bench either. But now that they're playing Rose, that doesn't matter, and the game will be over. So yeah, going first just too strong against that deck. Their setup was really good though. Like their list flowed very, very well, that's for sure. Their list flowed very, very well. Alright. Take the knockout, and then we pull off the Ludicolo, and we are good to go. So here's the right hand, attach the energy, grab the candy. I don't even need to. I do need to bench a Pokemon from my side of the field, or quick shooting, right? One of the two, but benching is faster than clicking for the quick shooting. That should be 300 damage exactly, and that is the KO for the game. So pretty straightforward, pretty powerful, and let's jump into the next match. Alright, on to game 2. We do get to go first yet again, which is fantastic. We might be up against Eternatus, which is also pretty great. Not the best hand, because I don't get to attach energy to Suicune, but I will be getting mulligan, so we'll see. Maybe that will fix. It's only one mulligan. We do see right hand and rapid strike energy, so that tells me rapid strike Urshifu, but we also see Pokemon catcher, so now I don't know what to think. What on earth? Okay, well, Zeraora is definitely a bad omen for us. Okay, so let me think this through. With what I have in my hand, I can with double drizzle, I can attack the Zeraora next turn, right? I can power up Suicune. I go evolve one, grab a quick ball, evolve the other, grab a Melanie, retreat, Melanie, boop boop boop. So we're hoping my opponent fills up their bench, and we're hoping I draw a lot of basic Pokemon off of my Suicune, or off of my Melanie rather. Or we can just get Marnied and never mind. Never mind. That's fine though. I mean, yeah, it's fine. I do find a capture energy. So what I might end up doing could be incense for drizzle on the active, for quick ball away, scoop up nets, capture energy onto a Suicune, power up, we'll see. So maybe there's no Urshifu actually. Okay. I actually can power up Suicune now. Right? I go drizzle and grab quick ball. Right? I quick ball away a capture. So is that worth it? I think it is, right? I think it makes sense. So then I'll grab Suicune. I'll do this, then I'll do this, grab myself another Suicune. And then I will go ahead and scoop up net this guy. Now I have the water in the discard pile. I will fleet-foot it just in case I find a Melanie. I just find a water, which is fine. So is dealing the damage here worth it? I think it is. I think it is. Because I'm not immediately threatened to be KO'd by the Zeraora either, because it does 100 damage, not 110 or anything. So, and now with the Cape of Toughness, I actually am guaranteed to survive even if they drop a 6-Agun. So, kind of like that. Might as well go for it. And Blizzard Run though, not for a KO, but as long as they don't KO me, that's fine. And eventually, it might end up being KO for KO. We'll see. We'll see. Interesting situation to be in for sure. To get Marnie out of the capture energy and the Marnie, but I have so many level balls, drizzles, instances, and research and Marnie that I'm not particularly worried with another Marnie somehow. They are filling up their bench, which is good for us. Putting less pressure on pulling off a Ludicolo to get a return KO, so the bench damage for them will definitely be very powerful. However, they don't want to KO Suicune, so that's the big advantage that I might have. And right now they're only doing damage to the active, not even to the bench. Tower of Waters. And yeah, Simply 200 damage. That search for the Tower of Waters, I don't particularly understand. I will bench the Lotan, and I'll just go ahead and... I mean, no, you know what? I'm gonna go for the quick shooting dude. Which I did price 2 of. I did price 2 quick shooting people. But yeah, I'll just start damaging the Zeraora, make sure that I'm not forced to pull off Ludicolo at any point in time. Divine and Energy, Quick Ball's not super useful. I am dead drawing, but I will be getting my Fleet-Footed this turn, Fleet-Footed next turn, and my top deck and 2 prize cards, so hopefully that's enough. Now, given the situation that I'm in, I will Quick Ball to Thin. Alright, I only have a Suicune, so that way I increase my chances slightly of getting the right Pokemon, and will knock out the Zeraora. Now, I fully expect a Raihan, right? Netting my opponent 3 prizes next turn. And I'm still dead drawing. Yikes. Okay, now this could be bad now. Especially if they don't bench another Pokemon. This could actually be bad. Knock out Suicune, knock out my Intillion. And I'm gonna need a solid card off of the next 2 if I wanna get this KO. Because I didn't find a Drizzle at all. Yeah, so right now I'm doing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. So I'll be... okay, never mind. I was gonna say I would have been 10 damage short of the knockout if they don't bench anything, but they just did, so that's fine. So in the end, this might just become 2v2, right? Ooh, with the passive... oh my gosh. Well... oh, it's not the quick shooting. Oh my gosh. Oh, do they have telescopic sight? I imagine they have telescopic sight. With telescopic sight, now they can KO both Suicunes, right? Because the damage is now 220. Yep. Oh my god. Wow, dude. That is intense. That is intense. Wow, I can't believe they pulled that off. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, so I really need something good off my top deck or the next card. Wow. I am in awe. Until next retreat, which is always nice. That gets me the Melanie, thankfully. So that is good. And we'll go ahead and grab the Drizzle. Is Melanie better than Raihan? I actually think, yeah, I should grab Raihan. Because then the Raihan gets... oh, well, I already have Boss's Orders in my hand, actually. So never mind. I'm just gonna grab the Melanie. I already have Boss. So that's basically all I need in order to guarantee the win. Because my opponent... okay. With a Raihan plus Escape Rope, my opponent can win. Unless I bench... no, if I bench Suicune, then they could win. Yeah, I don't think there's a solid way to do this. I shouldn't bench another Suicune, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so it comes down to the Boss's Orders from me, or the Escape Rope plus Raihan from them. It comes down to that, I believe. With Raihan, like, they need Raihan to power up a Zeraora. That's a given. There's no way around it. So what's the other card that they need off Raihan? They need, yeah, they need Escape Rope. Because then nothing on my field survives the hit. Pokemon Catcher also works instead of Escape Rope. So they might just already have the Raihan and they're gonna drizzle for another Pokemon Catcher. And I think that's it. Comes down to this particular turn. Telescopic Sight doesn't change anything. Because if you can send Suicune to the bench to do bonus damage, then you should have done that anyways. And they didn't search for either another Pokemon Catcher, which I find very surprising. So maybe they only play one Pokemon catcher? That'd be really weird. So Pokemon catcher heads won them the game because they already had the right hand. Escape rope won them the game because they already had the right hand. They didn't search for either of those cards, so I don't know. That must signify they only play one Pokemon catcher, right? That has to mean they only play one Pokemon catcher. And there we go. Yeah, Suicune survives the hit. They eliminate my quick shooting dude in case I don't have a bench Pokemon, which I just top decked, so that will be the game. And I had quick shooting too. So I'm wondering if I can see their list. That would be really nice. Just to figure out, like, they must only play one Pokemon catcher then, right? They must only play one Pokemon catcher. We can see their list. Okay, 1/1 Artillery, double Passimian, double Quick Shooting, 4 Zeraora, 2 Pokemon catchers. So the last one, it was either earlier discarded or already played. 4 Raihan, no Escape Rope. So I don't know why they didn't play the second catcher. Maybe it was already in the discard pile. Maybe it wasn't the last 2 prize cards. It didn't make any sense to go for a telescopic sight if you had that available, so it was one of the 2. So yeah, I don't know what to say, but pretty cool deck for sure. Pretty cool deck. I do like it. Maybe I could try playing this Quad Zeraora deck, right? So see you in the next game. Alright, we are up against Senor Doom, which I'm pretty sure we've faced against before. The name definitely seems familiar. We are going to mulligan, however, and we'll see what happens. We are going to mulligan actually more than once. They will too, and they have Chromomatic, Psychic Energy, Rotom Phone, so we're gonna get Mew VMAX? Not entirely sure, but I'm gonna guess Mew VMAX. Not the best start for me, that's for sure. Yeah, Meloetta based Mew VMAX. Raw turn 1 Battle VIP pass, very nice. Very, very nice. Plus the Fog Crystal. So a ton of items being played, of course. See the Psychic, Vitality Band, Rotom Phone. Draw 1 with Genesect, whatever that one card was, they basically had a choice for it with the Rotom Phone. And okay, gonna go ahead and capture energy for Suicune. And then I'll go ahead and Marnie away. Whatever they drew. Okay, I need that level ball for sure. I don't expect them to be playing any Marnies, so I'm gonna play this. And I'm just gonna go ahead and keep calling for triple Sobble. Now the issue is I can't attack next turn. I definitely cannot attack next turn unless my Suicune gets me a really good draw here of a Fleet-Footed. Failed the Great Ball, plays a Fog Crystal, Genesect for 3. Needs just a switching card, doesn't need a Mew VMAX, but obviously would want the Mew VMAX in order to get to guarantee that I don't get a KO, right? However, they just whiff. Ooh, and I top deck the Drizzle, so I can actually now I can actually attack for sure, which is awesome. Alright, so let's go Quick Ball, discard the water, grab ourselves a Lotad. I mean, okay, so they have this energy, so I can never one-shot them, right? If they don't fill up their bench, I can never one-shot them. I'll still get the Lotad, but I'm not super happy about it. And then I will grab the Melanie with this other Drizzle. There we go. So I'll go ahead and Melody. And I'll attach, and then I'll retreat. With this hand, okay, I am going to go like this, and I will bench the Suicune instead. I will go ahead and fleet-footed, and I wish I had the Fan of Waves to get rid of an energy. That would be really, really good here. Getting a cape seems good, but if I get a cape, I'm also dead drawing, so I'm not gonna get a cape this turn. And I do find Raihan, which gets me cape plus the energy attachment if I want that to see the Mew. Now with the energy, they should feel pretty safe, right? They do go after Lotad and just to knock it out, so I can't knock out Mew. 1, 2, okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I have enough, right? I have perfect maths. Okay, I failed the capture. My other Lotad is prized. That is not very good. Getting 2 prizes here. Go ahead and fleet-footed. Clearly their hand is not the greatest, right? Okay, I definitely think I go for the cape now. If they don't KO the Suicune this turn, then I basically won the game. So that would be really good. So now they need Mew, VMAX, and double power tablets. I really don't expect to get Marnied anytime soon based on the Cramomatic, the Battle VIP pass, everything. So I think this is fine. Just enough for the KO. Perfect. 2 prizes. There's the Lotad. But there's no difference between hitting for 300 and 200, right? They're clearly not going to fill up their bench. Well, there's 1 power tablet. There's a boss. Alright. I guess, actually, now I should be able to win. Because I can escape rope, knock out a Genesect, and then all I need is boss. And they couldn't even find the Mew VMAX, and not bad. Yeah, Suicune, pretty good deck, I would say. Pretty good deck. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.